Hello, beautiful and magnificent beings. Welcome to this week's Oracle and Tarot reading. Let's see what messages the universe has for pile number 1. And for the first card, look at all those colors. Number 8, choices. Okay, so I feel like this is a very powerful sign. You are coming into your own. Like, I feel like there's definitely been some type of activations. There's definitely been some healing going on. You're making very powerful choices for yourself, for your life. You are more connected. Look at that third eye glowing. Some of you might have gone through some type of Kundalini awakening. Definitely spiritual awakening, but I feel that you are more connected than you've ever been. Like, you're just floating on air is what I'm hearing. Like, this is a very special and magical time of your life. And I think some of you, like, there were a lot of times in your life that you didn't feel like you had options. You didn't feel like you had choices. 0202 on the clock timer. But now you're at a point in your life that you see that there is always a choice. Even not making a choice is a choice. But you're not feeling so confined and stuck in ways that you used to be. Like, you realize that, you know, there's always another solution. There's always a different way. It's not just one way or another. Like, there's hundreds, thousands, millions of choices. So this is a very exciting time for you in your life. And let's see the next animal oracle, hawk spirit. Clear vision, rise above any adversity and see clarity as you ascend and achieve true greatness. So yes, again, that's coming through. You know, your vision, your third eye, look at that, very connected psychically. All of your clairs are working for you in a way they haven't. You're seeing things differently. And I know birds of prey, eagles, hawks, sometimes they're seen as very spiritual, like in between worlds, sort of like cats are seen that way also. They're also seen as spiritual messengers. So you might be surrounded or seeing lots of birds of prey in your life right now. I know for me, a couple weeks ago, it was owls, and then it went right to cardinals. And cardinal is interesting because I grew up with cardinals. They're so beautiful, but where I live now, there are no cardinals, and all of a sudden they just started appearing in different ways. So the universe will always show you what you need to see, your vision, helping you to see, seeing the signs, seeing things differently. And again, as I said, coming into your own, rising above adversity, and seeing clarity, seeing things differently than you ever have, and just really flourishing. Beautiful. Very abundant reading so far. And also number 8, abundance, and infinity symbol on the side. Nature spirit, divine nature, your love and wisdom help you overcome your limitations and reach higher level. So again, another confirmation that you are on the right path, you're doing the right things, you're seeing things differently, you're more connected than you've ever been. And I feel like also things that might have held you back before, you don't really see them as holding you back. You see it as a challenge. You might even see it as an invitation to grow. Like, where before we see things that we don't want to deal with and we're more about avoidance and running away from it. But you've grown so much and evolved that you see it with completely, again, different vision. You don't see it that way or feel it like that anymore. You see it as help, you see it as a lesson, and you welcome it. You're more open to these challenges and just allowing, you know, your divinity to be connected in ways that you haven't been. And that's what I'm really getting with that first card, because, you know, look at all those colors coming from her crown, going into the earth, very grounded. And the next skunk spirit. Distinction. Flaunt what makes you unique so that you can stand out and leave a lasting impression. So again, you are coming into your own, you're realizing the power of who you are and all these unique abilities where before you might have felt embarrassed. Sometimes we feel ashamed of our gifts because we don't see them as gifts or blessings, but you do see that. You're using everything that you have at your disposal. You're allowing people to see your uniqueness for the first time. You don't feel like you have to dim your light anymore when you're around certain people, certain groups or crowds where before maybe you thought, you couldn't show who you were. You didn't feel comfortable, or maybe you were afraid how people would see you, or maybe they would resent you. But now everything is just so beautiful and such a gift. You see the power in it, and you're just really allowing yourself to shine. So good for you. And the first tarot, the Hanged Man. It's time for sacred pause. Stillness grants perspective. Number 12. And look at that, crown chakra, third eye coming through again. Feeling trapped, confined, self-limiting, uncertain, lack of direction, needing release, letting go, sacrifice, waiting, lack of direction, perspective, a lesson to be learned, a unique viewpoint. And I love that that's coming out under clear vision. So again, beautiful messages, confirmation, signs, telling you, confirming, yes, this has been such a huge shift in your perspective, in your way of living. Your whole reality has changed. Your core frequency has changed. And it would need to be for these specific types of messages. I'm also, with that first card, something about it, I'm feeling a very, not just spiritual, grounded and powerful, but I'm also getting like an Egyptian vibe. Something about that is making me think of Egypt or an Egyptian goddess, possibly Isis. So there might be some connection there to Egypt, that particular energy for you. So a lot of this, this was not an easy path for you. And it tells me how much you struggle and all the work you've had to do to get to this point. Believe me, I know, I'm going through it. I've been through a lot of it. And so this is saying, yes, remembering, appreciating, look how much you've grown, celebrating all that you have overcome and all these new beautiful achievements. Defeat, we have throat chakra coming through. 5 of Swords, defeat, surrender, change, walking away, self-sacrifice, self-sabotage, behavior, underhanded behavior, deception, lack of communication, aggression, bullying, intimidation, abuse, violence, crime, rape, murder, assault. Hopefully it's not as bad as those last ones. And so bizarre, this card has come out in my last 3 readings, so you might have gotten this before. But this is, again, I feel like this is how your life, this was part of the struggle, and you're walking away from this. You're not letting anyone or any circumstance tell you what to do. You have higher vision. You're more spiritually connected and tapped in. And you're using these gifts. You're seeing this. It's no longer the struggle. It was a lesson that you have achieved and overcome. And you are so grateful. You're speaking your truth, your real truth, and you don't hesitate again, not dimming your light. You're just out there shining. Look at all that illumination and speaking confidently. And if you ever sense or feel someone coming after you or an attack, you handle it in such a mature way. You're able to disarm them instantly and just leave them flustered, like, they're kind of shocked if it's someone you dealt with before, like they don't understand why they're not able to push you around anymore or bully you. They are intimidated now. It's like they realize they can't treat you that way. And all of these people, one by one, start to disappear and leave. And we have fulfillment, sacral, 9 of Cups, wishes coming true, realizing dreams, happiness, cheerful joy, fulfillment, positivity, optimism, satisfaction, success, abundance, prosperity, achievement, rewards, confidence, high self-esteem, triumph. Yes, this is where you are now and where you will continue to go, growing even more, becoming even brighter, living your dreams, fulfilling your purpose. And you know, people will see that. They'll feel that energy, even if they don't understand it. Like, you know what it's like to be around someone that has a certain energy or frequency. And people are always attracted to that. And they don't always know why, but it just feels good. They see something inspiring. They want to know how you became the person you are. 11:11 on the clock timer. So beautiful. Everything's coming into fruition. Everything is working in your favor because of all this hard work. So let's see what your last 3 messages are. We have sacral chakra again. So healing that sacral, you're extremely creative. You're birthing this life that you've always wanted and dreamed of. It's all coming to fruition. Fertility, let your life burst forth from the seeds of creation, peach, moonstone. And that's exactly what you're doing. And we have harmony makes the song of life sweeter, chakra balance. So coming into balance, again, this is something else you've learned. Green jasper, turquoise, labradorite. 12:12 on the clock timer. Okay, so everything is coming into balance. Everything is moving and flowing in perfect harmony, and you're able to see and acknowledge that. And when things don't feel right, you know how to let go. You know how to just allow things to happen, not try to force or control anything. And your last message, root chakra, grounding, and we had that in the first card as well, very grounded. Sink your roots deep, connect them to the heart of the earth, red jasper, in case I didn't say that already. So you've learned the importance of being grounded. You take the time to focus, to set intentions, to plan, to make things or allow things to work in your favor, because you know how important it is to be grounded before you do anything. So I love that the first card started with all that powerful red energy of grounding, and your last card ends with grounding. So those are your messages for the week. I hope they're helpful. Good luck on your path. Highest blessings and infinite gratitude. Sat Nam. Hello, beautiful and magnificent beings. Oh, 14:44 on the clock timer. Welcome to this week's Oracle reading. Oracle and Tarot reading, pardon me. Let's see what messages the universe has for pile number 2. And if you chose number 28, we have Shadow Self. Okay, so you can kind of see some lightning coming down out of her crown area. So I feel like this is more about there could be a bit of shadow work, but with this lightning coming down, I definitely feel like many of you have been working on this. You're coming out of it, you're clearing, especially with those colors. We have very grounded colors with red and green, but also the red could symbolize something else. You can see her, I don't know if that's going to show up. You can see this design. It sort of looks like a henna tattoo of some sort. There's an orb, or not an orb, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, it sort of looks like a portal on her forehead. So let's find out a little bit more about this. So yes, I definitely feel like many of you are coming out of this. Some of you are still working on it, but you're much further along. Like this is a very high point in your life, I'm feeling. It's not quite as much of a struggle as it used to be. Let me grab some water real quick. Okay, so the first message, Fox Spirit. Sly, crafty. I love fox. They're such beautiful little creatures. Strategy. Employ the power of your vision and long-term planning to bring your ideas to life. And I love that it's talking about vision, because look at that. Her eyes are closed. She's in meditation or deep contemplation. She's got that spiral portal. So this is a time in your life to really take the time. And because as I was saying earlier, this is a very pivotal but also interesting time. You're further along than you've ever been. And again, we've got red coming through. Even the little sparkly fairy lights are red. So standing in your power, becoming more grounded and connected, and you're at a point where you're thinking about your future in a different way. So you have the power, of course, to do whatever you want, but long-term vision and planning, this is how we get things done. You know, if we're wishy-washy and say things like, oh, I might, or I will, or eventually, I think we know by this point it's not going to happen. And when you write things down, also studies show we're more likely to get things done when we write them down. It's a commitment. Plus, when you put it up where you can see it every day. So the things that are most important take time. Figure out exactly what you want with this next step in your life. Make a plan and stick to it, just like you have done to get to where you are now. And the next message, bear spirit, untamed spirit. Allow yourself to run wild and free as you explore your own fierce but gentle nature. So again, coming into your personal power. There's some similar messages here that was also in pile 1. So if you felt connected to that one, there might be some messages. But you're allowing yourself to be more of who you are. You're trusting your own nature. You're trusting your guidance in ways that you haven't before. You're very clever. God, I can't talk today. Bear spirit, very powerful, but they can also be gentle. Look at their cubs, you know, very loving, soft nature. They could shred those cubs in a second with those claws. But bears can also be, you know, seen as strong and powerful, but gentle. And, you know, you're allowing yourself to be more of who you came here to be. You trust that. And you're exploring these new abilities, this new way of being and living. Oh, I can't get that one. There we go. Water element. Okay, so you could be a water sign, or maybe you're somebody who just likes working with water. Very powerful. Purification. Dive deep into your... Okay, I think that's supposed to be emotions. Erosions. I don't think it's supposed to be erosions because it's spelled wrong. Oh gosh. Dive deep into your emotions, finding healing and renewal in the depths of your being. Okay, so you have, again, I feel like some of you work with water. It could be water witchery. It could be speaking to your water, blessing, drinking, just being around water is very powerful healing. But I feel like some of you, this is going to help you if you still feel you need some purification. And some of you might already be doing this or coming out of this. So this is just confirming. And look at that full moon. We have a new beginning with this water element, with this purification. I feel, again, purification of the mind, body, spirit, but especially because of that third eye portal. Major cleansing and healing. Okay, so your first tarot, we have solar plexus, standing your ground. 7 of Wands, standing up for your beliefs, fighting your corner, protective, defensive, determined, challenging, opposing stamina, holding your own, taking high road, maintaining control, territorial, assertive. Okay, so you are, again, strong in your power, and we do have some yellow coming through in between the green and the red. So this could have been part of that healing where it's talking about purification. coming into your power, your strength, your wisdom, also with the fox. Oops. Standing up for who you are and what you believe in. Very grounded, very connected, just allowing yourself to simply be, where I feel like some of you in the past, you might have allowed people to push you around. You didn't really stand up for much. You just kind of allowed things to happen. But now you're taking charge. You're making things happen. You're living your life the way that you want to, instead of just kind of hanging around waiting for something to happen. You're taking charge. And we have astute, third eye, Queen of Swords, thought, dominant feelings, perceptiveness, keen insight. And I like keen insight because of the fox over here. Fair judgment, right decisions. Now is the time to stand up for yourself and be clear about your wants and needs, coming through again. One who has suffered loss or hardship, an intelligent, witty, analytical woman. Okay, so that could be, perhaps you are a woman, but it could also be feminine energy coming in if you are more in the masculine energy, or a man, balancing those two out more. But I feel like, you know, when we take our power back, we're more certain, we're confident, we know what we want, we don't allow people to push us around, we don't just accept situations. There's always a different way to look at every situation, to change our vision, to change our path. And I feel like this is confirming a lot of that for you. Life is never better than when we're in our power. 23:23 on the clock timer. I honor my spiritual self. Yes, the Hermit. And third eye again. Look at that, third eye 3 times for you. So really connecting to those clairs with your spiritual aspects of yourself. Soul searching, spiritual insight, self-reflection, introspection, contemplation, inner guidance, solitude, sanctuary. It's a process of searching for deeper truth, the currents of the universe being flown through me. The current of universal being flowed through me. Patience is a virtue. So you've gone through a lot to get here. It makes sense. You know, the cards are saying how you were, how you have struggled, everything you've had to go through to get here. So take this time to celebrate, to enjoy who you have become. You're very proud. You know, you see yourself differently than you ever have. You're more confident. You trust yourself. You love yourself. Perhaps before you were very hard on yourself. You weren't able to think of yourself that way. You weren't very caring. But now you're seeing the importance of being who you are and just having this life and living your fullest potential. So let's see what your last 3 messages are. Oh my God, look at that. Third eye, again, lepidolite. This is the 4th time third eye has come out for you. Major transformation, major purification and healing. I feel like some of you are becoming more clairvoyant, definitely as well. There will always be signs to guide you on your path. Okay, so I feel like this is something that you've heard before, but you just couldn't trust it until now. Like you really surrendered to it. You trust that information, you believe it, you know it, and you use it. Like if you don't see a sign right away, you don't jump into making hasty decisions. Like you've learned to wait for the right information to come through. And crown chakra, howlite, to see more clearly, close your eyes. And I love that it came out under that one with her eyes closed. So meditation is very powerful for you, however, whatever form you choose to take it in. So all of those third eyes and crown coming through, more spiritually awakened and connected and just really thriving. Wow, amazing reading. And I'm also hearing some of you are more connected with guides in a way that you haven't been before. Perhaps some of you are actually seeing them. You're experiencing it through clairaudience as well. Abundance, solar plexus, citrine. Okay, solar plexus coming through. let me see, where was it? There's another one. Or is that, yeah, solar plexus coming through twice for you. The world is abundant when you choose to see it that way. So this could have been a lot of the journey, a lot of what you were healing and learning. Also, you might have possibly come from a background where you lived in lack. You believed that that's just the way life was. I feel like a lot of you healed that. You no longer live in poverty consciousness. You've learned how to see and recognize the abundance around you and to attract more of that into your life. Beautiful messages, powerful. So those are the messages for the week. I hope they're helpful. Good luck on your path. Highest blessings and infinite gratitude. Sat Nam. Hello, beautiful and magnificent beings. Welcome to this week's Oracle and Tarot reading. Let's see what messages the universe has for pile number 3. And if you chose number 3, number 14, Golden Crown. And you can see like all of these activations. Her head is lit up. Her eyes are very light and sparkly, like you can see the light in her eyes. So I feel like this is definitely some type of activation, crown chakra, but also, this is very similar. The other 2 readings were very powerful as well, but I feel like there's definitely, you are coming into your power, something you've been waiting for. Like you are wearing the crown. You've worked so hard to get to where you are now, and not only coming into more spiritual alignment, but crowning achievement is what I'm hearing. Wearing the crown. You are the king, you are the queen, as well as the magician. So coming into your own power, and you can see there's a light portal. Every single reading today, all 3, I just realized that all 3 readings had a very significant messages about the third eye and crown. So you might have felt attracted to some of the other readings as well, because I've never had 3 of them so similar. So major activations going on, coming into your power and who you are, wearing that crown that you were working so hard for. You were meant to have it. It's your time. And the first message, we have Wood Nymph, magic touch. Use your gentle touch and intention to restore balance and heal yourself and others. Okay, so some of you are some type of healers. You may have been doing this for a while, or you might just be coming into this. You might just be becoming aware of that power. It could be part of the awakening process. You might have discovered your path for the first time, or realizing your purpose. And for others, this could simply be something you've been striving for, you've already been working towards, but for whatever reason, you just weren't completely ready to go wholeheartedly, is what I'm hearing. But now you are, because that third eye, that crown chakra, you're connected in a way that you haven't. You've healed yourself. You have these beautiful gifts, and the world is calling you. You're ready to completely, I don't want to say surrender, but accepting your truth of who you are, accepting this gift, and you're ready to move forward with it. Mushroom spirit. Okay, for some of you, this might be a calling to take a little trip, if you know what I mean. This has actually been in my mind lately, and I've been thinking about it as well. So this could also be a message for me. Hidden wonder. Beauty often arises from surprising places, so find the hidden wonders in your life. Okay, again, I feel like referring to the first part, you're coming into your own. You are the hidden wonder. You're coming into this amazing healing, some type of healing ability that's going to make a difference in the lives of many people, but also not just who you are, but around you. Like, I feel like since you're more spiritually in tune now, you see things differently. You see the magic of life, of being, of things that are around you, where before it might have just looked like maybe it was just a mushroom, but now you see the beauty, you see the magnificence, the magic in everything. You see that everything has meaning behind it. It's not just like, oh look, there's a rock on the ground. You see this, the uniqueness of that rock. Maybe you see a different way to use it as a healing tool, where other people would just say, oh, it's a rock, what's the big deal? But you sense, you feel the connection of the rock to the earth and to yourself. You're part of that as well. You're seeing the hidden wonder in everything, which is a really special gift and way to view things. Look at that, peacock spirit. Beautiful, elegant, to shape one's unique spiritual outlook and showcase a colorful future. So seeing things differently coming through again. And also peacocks represent abundance. And I think India, they represent abundance. But you're really shining. Look, peacocks take up a lot of space. Like again, over here where I was saying maybe some of you didn't feel ready, where now you do. And look at that, you're taking up space. You're allowing your beauty, your energy, everything about you to just flourish, to expand, to spread out. You know, you don't feel like you have to dim your light. You don't have to feel like you have to shrink down. You can stand powerfully and confidently in who you are and what you're doing, and you trust that process. Beautiful messages. And your first tarot, we have root chakra, page of pentacles, new job. Yes, under magic touch. So yes, you're taking the new job on. It's confirming again. But you know, what do they say? When we do what we love, it's not really a job. Good news in earthly matters, solid beginnings, setting goals, opportunity to increase income, books, negotiations, an open-minded person, student, scholar, one who is willing to learn, someone you can count on. Okay, so for some of you, there could be a person coming in, and also I feel like this is a lot of who you are now, who you become. You're learning to function in life in a different way. You set your intentions, you go after your goals. Earthly matters, again, very grounded and in, what's the word I'm looking for? You're in, I can't think of the word, sorry. Coming together in community, creating, again with the magic touch, doing what you love, stepping into who you are, your soul purpose. It's going to increase and bring a lot of income. You're more open-minded and open to learning in ways that you weren't before. Foresight, third eye, again, twice, third eye coming through twice. Three of Wands, travel, moving abroad, foreign land, foresight, forward planning. Moving forward, self-confidence, self-belief, freedom, success, happy, with choices, outcome, hard work, paying off, experiencing life. Yes, all of this, or at the end, is saying exactly what I was talking about, how you are open, you're expanding, you're taking up space like the peacock. You're shining your light, you're standing in your power. And whatever this gift is that you're sharing, it's going to help you, or it's going to help other people by taking you abroad. You're going to travel. People are going to want to request to see you. Whatever this is you're offering, maybe it's something that you're making that could be sent to other states, other countries, that people are going to go, you know, maybe like some form of art. So you're definitely on the right path. You're doing all the right things. Generosity, heart chakra, Six of Pentacles, gifts, generosity, donations, money, community, assistance, support, employment, sharing, kindness, wealth, prosperity, power, authority, control, investors, giving, receiving, gratitude, being valued, being well paid. Okay, so that's twice it's come through for you. So you're definitely going to be very comfortable. You're going to be wealthy and well taken care of with this beautiful gift that you're sharing, this healing that you are offering. And again, traveling, you're very grounded. You're also very connected in the higher consciousness, following, giving with your heart. You're a very generous person. And you know, the more we give, the more we do, the more it comes back to us. Like, I feel like this is a very powerful time for you as far as also your financial, because before maybe there was some issues, and also because you were holding back, but you're on your true path. You're doing what you were meant to do, and it's opening you to not just, you know, financial, but more abundance, community, people that want to work and support you, a very even balance of give and take, where before it could have been, you know, more give or more take, but now you've learned how to balance that out. Okay, let's see what your last 3 messages are. Throat chakra, Amazonite, creativity. Use your creativity to transform your pain into positivity. And I love that that came out by Magic Touch, because leading off with that, you know, after being connected and standing in your power, standing in your power, doing what you love, that inner connection. And you know, you're very creative. Again, you have this healing ability, whatever that is. You've learned how to transform it, how to transmute that suffering, that pain that we all go through in the dark night of the soul until we figure out what the heck we're doing and which way to go. You've transformed all of that. And the only illusion is separation, chakra balance, unity, because community was coming through, unity, community. The only illusion is separation, blue lace agate, amethyst, new jade. When we go through our awakening process, a lot of the times we feel alone and separate, even before that, if we don't realize or understand what's going on. But this is another powerful healing process that you've been through. You see that connection. Remember how I was saying earlier, how you see things differently, like the rock is more than just a rock? That was part of your gift, part of that awakening and connection, to see that everything is connected in some way, and the beauty in that, and the power in that. And that's helping transform the universe, the world that we live in. We need that more than ever, because those that are in control are always trying to separate us and build walls, because they know how powerful we are when we see the truth in things, and that they have no control over us. Shine, solar plexus, Mukite, solar plexus coming through. Again, let me see, was there solar plexus? Oh no, just one, sorry. Shine, you are made of stardust, so keep sparkling. Yes, and look at her crown, all sparkly and lit up. I love it. Beautiful. So those are your messages for the week. I hope they are helpful. Good luck on your path. Highest blessings and infinite gratitude. Sat Nam.